Hello, Chaparral families. My name is Mrs. Loera. I'm the assistant principal here at Chaparral Middle School. I want to welcome you to the start of a new school year. And with that said, I'm going to be sharing a brief but very important overview of what we call our block calendar. I will focus on the very first week of the school year. And please know that by no means do we expect your child to memorize this, but we do highly recommend that you go over it the night before or the day before so your child knows what classes to anticipate the day before. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, Chaparral families, on this calendar, you're going to see at the very top right hand corner, there is a key. And if you're wondering as far as where you can locate this calendar, it should be in your child's binder reminder, which was handed out during registration. So it looks something like this. I would recommend turning to page 5 and or page 6 because you'll be looking at the actual calendar along with the bell schedule. So I'm going to point out on Monday, August 8th, that is our very first day of school. A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm in the air, both by our staff and I'm sure your child as they return to school. That day is a minimum day, but also a 6-period day. And what that means is your child will be in their first period class at 8 a.m. and then proceed to their second, then third, fourth, fifth, and end in their 6-period class, meaning that your child will be dismissed at 11:01 a.m. That also means that your child will go home with you and there will not be lunch served here after school due to the dismissal time. Now on the second day of school, which is August 9th, that is a 6-period day here. So on that Tuesday, your child will begin at 8 a.m. in their first period class, and then they will go to their second period, followed by a break, and then proceed to their third period, then their fourth period, followed by lunchtime, and then end in their fifth, and the last class of the day will be 6th period. Their dismissal time on Tuesday will be 2:05 p.m. On Wednesday, August 10th, that is the same schedule. So your child should plan to see all of their teachers on Wednesday also, meaning they start in first period at 8 a.m. and they will end in their 6th period class by the end of the day, being dismissed at 2:05 p.m. After Wednesday, you'll see August 11th. That is a block day. And what you see labeled as A1 really means the classes they're planning to attend would be their first period, along with their third period, and then ending in their 5th period class. Those are the main master schedule classes that they'll be looking at. So your child will begin on Thursday in their first period class at 8 a.m. Then they will be dismissed to what we call advocacy, where they have basically general announcements, and then they will proceed to what we call break, followed by their third period class. Then after third period, they will go to lunch, and after lunch, they will end in their 5th period class, which means that class will dismiss them at 2:05 p.m. on Thursday. You will get more information from our school about back to school night. So more details coming your way. The last day on that first week of school is August 12th, Friday. On that day, your child will begin at 8 a.m. in their 2nd period class. Because it's a B2 day, your child will basically have to plan for the classes 2nd, 4th, and 6th period. So that block calendar schedule means they start at 8 a.m. in 2nd period. That teacher then dismisses them to their advocacy class for general announcements, and then they will eventually go to break, and after break they will return to their 4th period class. After 4th period, that teacher will dismiss them to lunch, and following lunch they will end the day on Friday in their 6th period class, meaning at 2:05 they will be dismissed home, and they will have covered what we call their first week of school. Things that I want to point out as you look at the rest of the calendar, you will see that the block days change. They change in a sequence. So again, your child does not have to memorize this, but I usually remember that if the last day was A1, the pattern is going to increase A1 to B2 to A3 to B4. So it's sequentially increasing. Okay? Now each of those days, A3, are odd days. So odd periods. And again, I just want to make sure when I say odd days, I don't mean that it only lands on like August 15th. Odd meaning odd classes on their schedule. Even days are the B days. So again, you'll see those highlighted in yellow, B4. They would start off, say, August 16th, B4. They'd go fourth period, then their next main class would be a sixth period, and then eventually they would end that day in their second period. So 4-6-2. Please let me make the point that you do not need to memorize this. Just look at the calendar, again, that is found in your binder reminder agenda the night before in planning for which classes your child will be in. It really helps when parents partner with us and remind their child, double check, not assume that their child has figured it out. But also know that when they arrive to school, any staff members that see on campus, they can always double check with them. What day is it that usually happens? Is today an A day or a B day? And any of our staff members will be happy to help out your child. And that will happen during the very first week of school. There will be ASB students out, counselors out and about, Mr. Jung and myself helping to guide your children to their first class. Okay? So again, this is a new schedule for many of our sixth graders, some seventh graders, and any new students to our campus. So we're here to help, and we look forward to this new school year with your child. I will end by pointing out a few other key dates here. The second week of school, we have August 17th. On that Wednesday is Picture Day. And so originally in the binder reminder, we had a different date. Please know that the new Picture Day will be Wednesday, August 17th. They will take pictures during PE class. And so that will be when your child might want to, wear a certain outfit for the picture because that will be what will be on their school ID. Other days I want to point out, you'll see some holidays like Labor Day, September 5th, and late start days being days where your child will begin school at 8:54 a.m. They will still end at 2:05 p.m. So please make note of those days. And again, we look forward to seeing your child this very first week of school and all the way through the remainder of the school year. So thank you for your time and for reviewing this with your child in advance. Have a great day.